Hello everyone, this is Kiran. Today we are going to take mock interview of one of the fresher candidate. We have started now placement season here in Java Kiran. So let's see how she performs. She is a fresher and she prepared core Java because there are many bulk requirements going on in market for freshers only on core Java. So we'll be checking logical capabilities and many more things of a candidate. Let's go through her profile resume so that we'll have more idea like what the candidate is about. So this is a profile that we have. I have removed names and mobile number for privacy. This is a profile like 74% and 78%, 81%. So good profile, eligible for every company. She has done her core Java from one of the institute, and she has done some projects also, that is academic projects. These projects are there, but I see here some skills are missing, like core Java, but what they know in core Java. So I advise everyone, every fresher, please mention as much as possible, uh, because it is not expected that you have worked in an organization so that you know everything, but I would encourage you to write some skills of SQL, then some skills of core Java or logical programming like that. Okay, so it will be easy for interviewer to check your knowledge on that topic. Otherwise, it is just like an unguided missile. What happened here? Interviewer go across every question, like any topic, any question, any level of questions that you might not be able to handle, and that makes a problem. So be specific, mention as much as possible that you can, because you are a fresher. So you need to make your interviewer so specific about topics. So let's see. I think Indraini is there. Let me admit her in a Zoom. Hello, Indraini. Are there?
Hello, sir.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Yeah, fine. Great. How are you?
Fine,
Doing
sir.
great. Okay. You are at home?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Not a problem. So let me go through your resume in front of you so that I can give some advices to you. Okay. So
Okay,
that
sir.
you can improve in your resume. You
Okay.
can see your resume, right? So
Yes.
I would encourage you to write some more skills on core Java, like collection, multi-threading, or exception, whatever you know, because anyway you are
Okay.
fresh at 2021 pass out. So it is not expected that everything you know, but what you know, you should be specifying that. In MySQL, let's say, you know SQL, that means you know DDL, DML, how to fire queries, how to execute queries, how to see results. So try mentioning everything. If you doesn't know about triggers or views or anything that advanced things of SQL, that's not a problem. But I expect people to write as much as things in a resume. You got this advice, you understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, not a problem.
No, sir.
So let's start. Okay, how much you rate yourself in core Java? If I give a scale of 1 to 10, 1 is the lowest and 10 is the highest. What do you think?
Sir, actually, I'm recently fresher,
That's
so
okay.
I can guess that.
Yeah, but what do you think your level of knowledge is like in the mid of core Java, like 5 you will be rating yourself, or 1 means lowest, or maybe 6, 7, 8 means average. What do you think?
Sir,
Just
4 rating.
it's our own perception, so you cannot say that it will be correct. Okay. So
Okay,
what do
sir.
you think?
4 ratings, sir.
4. So it is a less than mid, right?
Yes, sir.
That's okay, not a problem. I would suggest give some good rating to yourself, because you should be more confident about yourself, right, than me.
Yes, sir.
Always be confident, show your confidence. Okay,
Okay, sir.
that's not a problem, and it doesn't matter also. Now let's start with core Java. uh, Coming to some topics like method overloading, overriding.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so explain me polymorphism.
Polymorphism is a process in which entity behaves differently in different cases. There are two types of polymorphism, compile time morphism and runtime morphism, polymorphism, and two methods, method overloading and method overridings. In method overloading, method name should be same. Return time can be anything, and parameter should be different. And in method overriding must have inheritance. Method name should be same, parameter should be same, and return time should be same.
Okay, great. Uh, be slow while giving answers, okay?
Okay, sir.
So no need to be so hurried. Like I am also here, you are also there, okay? So and we have a lot of time, so don't worry about timing and all. Okay, so be slow and good answer. Okay, so can you give me any real-time example of polymorphism?
So person at home can perform different activities.
Who
One
performs?
woman, housewife, best
Okay,
example of polymorphism.
okay. So housewife can do multiple things at a time. You are saying that
Yes, sir.
a person is same, but she's doing different things at a time, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great.
And it
Very
perform different roles in their own life.
okay. Yeah, very unique example. I never heard about this, but that's good. Uh, Tell me why multiple inheritance is not allowed in Java.
Sir, it is not possible to inherit one subclass and many superclasses. That's why it is not allowed. Because superclass is confused which properties of superclass is acquired in subclass.
Okay. But it is allowed, right? In Java, multiple inheritance is allowed.
It's allowed in interface, sir.
Yeah, why it is allowed?
Sir, I am not prepared for that.
Okay. Yeah, it is allowed because it doesn't have any method, so it doesn't matter which method is coming. Means let's say two super interfaces are there, and one sub interface of these two super interfaces, any method can uh, come to sub interface, and it doesn't matter because anyway they don't have any implementation, right?
Yes, sir.
That's
Without
why,
body, there is a method available.
yeah, that's why it is allowed. Okay, so remember that. What are the types of inheritance?
Simple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, multiple inheritance, and hybrid inheritance.
Okay, what is the difference between hybrid inheritance and multiple inheritance?
Sir, hybrid means a mix of inheritance.
Okay, so it consists of everything, right?
Everything. Yes, sir.
Good. uh, can we make class as a static?
No, sir.
No, we cannot. Okay, but inner class can be, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you have knowledge about inner class.
No, sir.
Okay, now let's say any variable is static, and if I want to call that variable, is it possible to call by creating an object of class?
Yes, sir. We can directly call it by creating by class name, and we can call it by creating object also.
Okay, so which is better?
By class name, sir.
Okay, any inbuilt static method in Java?
No, sir.
No methods.
Actually, I don't know, sir.
Okay. uh, what is different between collection and collections?
In collection, we can give a set of different data types.
No, collection is
Collection is the
interface
interface.
and
Yes, sir.
collections is a
Class.
okay. So what is difference between these two? Is there any difference?
Actually, sir, I don't know, madam, sir.
Okay, so that is a big difference, that this is interface and that is a class, that
Class.
which you already told, which many people don't remember. See, collection is belongs to collection hierarchy, but collections is a class which is nowhere belong to collection hierarchy, but it has some utility methods which we can use for different purposes like sorting or reverse, or if I want to take minimum number out of array list, then I can use that. Okay, so it's like a utility methods that you can say. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, in Java, every class is a subclass of which class?
Object class is a superclass of all classes. That means user-defined classes and predefined classes are the subclass of object class.
Okay, so which are the methods in object class?
So finalize method,
Okay.
toString method,
Okay, any other?
Hash code method.
Perfect. Anything more?
Hash. I don't remember, sir.
Okay. Clone method is there. Then wait, notify, all method is there. Okay. To string you already told. So remember these all 9 methods, 11 methods are there. 9 methods basically, but if you go in depth, then it will be 11 methods. So it is expected from every fresher to know that. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
you just prepare on that. That's not a problem. Okay. So what is difference between array list and hash set?
Array list allows duplicate numbers. Hash set does not allow duplicate numbers, and array list maintain insertion order, and hash set is unordered.
Okay. What is difference between hash map and hash table?
Hash map. Sir, I don't know.
Okay. Hash map. You know hash map.
Yes, there is a keys and values pairs.
Okay. Good.
Duplicate values are allowed, but duplicate keys are not allowed in hash map.
Okay. How to iterate hash map?
For each loop.
We can apply direct for each loop to hash map.
No, sir.
Okay.
There is a statement for iterator, but
Okay.
I am confused for that.
Okay. Okay. So just remember, like whenever you are going for iterating an hash map, what happens is you need to take out all the keys first, like by entry set or key set. Okay.
Yes, sir. Actually, I don't know, but I am confused.
Okay. Okay. So then by that key set, you get all the keys and then retrieve through keys. And once you retrieve those keys, you can pass that in get method of hash map so that you will get values. But that's good. You know about hash map. That's a good thing. You know vector.
Yes, sir.
What you know about?
Vector is a synchronized method. It is set thread safe, and it can be iterator. It can be
Okay.
iterated by iterator
What
for
is a thread safety?
at a time one thread can perform operation.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. At a
Uh,
time, one thread can go in that method if method is synchronized, and that is what the
method.
thread safetyness, right? Fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Now, any variable is final static. Okay. Is it possible to have final static variable?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
If programmer want to share same variables at different time, then we can make it static. And if
Mhm.
programmer want to don't change that variable, then we can make it final.
Okay. But if combination I use static final, okay. So what is the big thing? What is a good advantage we'll get? Means
Yes, sir.
both keywords if I use, is it possible or not? Can it be
Suppose
possible for any variable that it is static final?
I don't
Yes,
know.
it is allowed. Okay. Static will do its own task. Final will do its own task. Final means you cannot change. Static means one copy storage would be there, which you already told. That's not a problem. But you told static differently, then final differently. But combination also can be possible. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Tell me something about abstraction.
Abstraction is a process of exposing necessary data to user and hiding the code. Uh, to achieve pure abstraction, we can use interface.
Anything more? Abstract class.
Yes, sir. To make
Tell me something.
abstract class, we declare abstract to the class, and there is a one or two methods of abstract.
Okay. Okay. Good. Great. Okay. So let me check and don't hesitate. Okay. Don't get shy or
Okay,
nervous
sir.
while giving answers. Okay.
Sir. Okay,
So
sir.
be confident.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's say this is a class. Is it possible?
Yes, sir. It is a constructor,
Okay.
private constructor, but we cannot create object of that class to be outside the method or outside the class.
Okay. 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 Can I extend this class?
Yes, sir. Can we extend?
Is it possible to do this?
No, sir.
No. Why?
Constructor is a private and constructor name should be same as class name.
Yeah, but why it is not allowed to extend? Yeah, because see here. Here automatically constructor will be added, right?
Yes, sir.
This is hidden. One
Yes,
more
sir.
thing will be there in the constructor. What?
Super.
And due to that, what is going to happen? This super is not able to call it because it's a
Okay, that means properties of class A we cannot inherit in class B.
yeah. So we cannot call. Super will try to call this, right?
Yes, sir.
And this constructor will say no, I cannot come there, right? Because it's private.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what is the answer finally? Like, can we extend a class having private constructor?
No, sir.
No. Perfect. Okay, great. Next, I have some more questions. Can it be possible to have abstract class empty?
No, sir. There is a it is required to there is one or two methods of abstract. Then it is called abstract class.
Yeah, one or two methods. How many methods?
Only sir one or two.
Oh, yeah, but one or two means what? One or two. What do you think? No worries. That's okay. You're giving good answers. Yeah. One or two. Or it's not necessary at all to have some methods inside class. Okay. So we can have an empty class also. Okay. That's not a problem at all. Okay. So it's not needed to have some methods over here. Can I have like this? Single method with this?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Without
Good.
body.
Okay. So let me check you through coding skills also. Okay. So do you have Eclipse open with you?
Yes, sir. I have opened.
So can you share screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You don't need to hold the mic. No problem. I can hear
Okay,
you.
sir. Okay,
Yeah.
sir.
Just share a screen. Okay. Now give me some remote control.
Okay, sir.
Okay. What this program is doing, which you have opened now.
Sir, it is for find largest number in array, sorting array, min
Okay.
value.
Okay. 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 Finding largest number in an array, right?
Yes, sir.
Is it possible to debug this program?
Yes, sir.
How to debug? Can you show me?
Yes, sir. Right. Sorry, sir. Sir, screen is visible?
Yes, yes, yes. I can see you and your
Okay,
screen
sir.
also.
Okay, sir.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Great. Yeah. Can you inspect here? Go down. Go down. No, no, down. Yeah. Can you inspect this?
Yes, sir. A of
Oh,
y greater than a of j. If
yeah. How
condition
to?
is true,
Yeah. So how to inspect it?
sir, I don't understand.
Okay. Okay. Inspect means what? If you go here like this, and then if you right click it, okay. Let me do it for you. This is inspect. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So you'll get on the fly some answers. Okay.
Yes, condition is false.
Yeah. So that's condition is false, but how to inspect that I was actually interested
Okay,
in.
sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, great. So I understand this. Now, this program, I think you already prepared with the project name mock interview. So you were preparing for it.
No,
So
sir. In mock interview, there is a empty folder.
okay, that's all okay. That's all okay. Now my question is like, this is largest number, right? It is finding largest number, correct?
Yes, sir.
If I want to find second largest number, then
A dot length minus 2.
yeah, where you will do?
Here, sir.
Can you do it
Yes, sir.
here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so do it. Okay, okay. Now let me ask you some more questions. Okay, so I think you have done a lot of good preparation, like test of area. I can see your Eclipse now, so I can at least guess that what you do. Okay,
Okay, sir.
that's a good thing. That
Actually,
you
I follow your instructions, sir.
so that's good. But I'm seeing your code. Okay, now I have some more questions. Like this is SC, right?
Yes.
What is it?
So it is the address of scanner class, which we
Okay, but you
calculate.
didn't create any object of scanner class. Then how it is?
It is.
I don't see any scanner over here.
Yes, sir.
So how it is coming?
So actually, it is defining interface.
Yeah.
Actually, previously I am defined that.
No, that's correct. That's correct. I'm just asking. Don't get
Okay, sir.
panicked. Just I'm asking. This SC is there, right?
Yes, sir.
Where is the object of scanner class then? You created this, right? SC.
Yes.
Yeah. So where it is?
It is in circle.
Very good. That's a good thing. Yeah, because it's a super class.
Super
Okay.
class.
Yeah, but I don't see here also. What to do?
Rectangle, sir.
Yeah, great.
And in rectangle interface shape.
Okay. Great, great, great. Okay, so you understood this concept, right? If in
Yes, sir.
superclass you create objects, so you can inherit that across all the subclasses, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that is how when you code, you should understand the meaning, what you're using, where it should be, how it should be,
Yes, sir.
and
I
you should know
understand that.
reason like why you're using. And this was a very unexpected to me that you will be answering it, but really great that you answered. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so not a problem. So you can create objects in interface. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now, which package scanner is belong to?
Java.util
Good,
dot scanner.
very good. And this pi is a variable, which class?
Of my maths class, sir.
So how you called it directly? You didn't create object of math. Then how it is possible?
It is inbuilt class in Java.
Math, right?
Math class.
So you mean to say that you cannot create inbuilt class
Actually, sir,
object?
no, sir. It is a pack. It is in package of java.lang and it is invisible in all classes.
But I'm asking why you didn't create object of math class. Math m equal to new math. Why you didn't do that? How can you call this variable directly math.py? How?
Sir, I don't know.
Okay. So just now you said actually, uh, any static members you can call directly, right, with the class name,
Math class.
right? Now pi is a static member of which class?
Sir. Math class.
That's why you are directly calling. You don't need to create object of math class. You got the answer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So again, what I mean to say now, I'm drilling you, I'm roasting you inside your code, but that's good. And you know most of the things of it. So that's great. So let me ask you now some new questions. This is just you opened Eclipse and then I got some interest in that code. But now let me go through something new. A simple question.
Okay, sir. Sir, can I write next code?
Yeah, just a second. Can you write here code so that I will get some?
Okay, sir. I can write.
Don't change my code, okay? You just
Okay,
need to
sir.
write your own code.
Okay, sir. No
Yeah,
problem.
go ahead. Good, good. So this is a very easy question,
Yes, sir.
and you did it. That's good.
Yes, sir.
So how level is increasing, as you go on answering questions, so interviewer will also find interest in you, and he will be grill you much and much. But it doesn't mean that interviewer intentionally want to ask you tough questions, but he
Yes,
just
sir.
want to see your analytical skills, what logical skills you put in. It's not necessary that you should be always giving correct answers, but at least show
Yes, sir.
some, that you can do it. Okay. Now
Okay,
let's
sir.
say my next question is, I want here one array to be built, okay,
Okay.
with square of every number, like
Okay.
9, 36, 81, 9, like that. You're getting
Okay,
point?
sir. Yes,
So
sir.
create an array which has square of every number belongs to this array.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, I don't know that answer, but I will try.
Yeah. There is nothing like you don't know answer, because it's not a straight questions. So
Yes,
don't
sir.
hesitate while putting your own logic, because
Yes, sir.
everybody knows, and interviewer is enough mature that he knows everything, like what candidate know and what not. So most of the times we already know. So you just try your best. You need to create new array, right?
Yes, sir.
So define one array first.
Sir, here we can directly give size of first array.
You do whatever you want, and you're doing good. That is what the skills we want to know, actually, whether you think in that direction or not. If somebody else would have been there, he might have put 5 as a length, and this is what the point interviewer observes.
Okay, sir. Actually, yes. Error.
Correct, go ahead.
Sir, not understanding the
No
knowledge.
problem, you're correct, go ahead.
Sir, can I run?
Yes, but it will print, squares of every number.
Every number, sir,
Yeah,
but not
but
in array.
what I wanted, you want to add here, right? In this array, correct?
Yes, yes, sir.
So you should put some code over here, correct? Like you need to put that into array, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so go ahead. Yeah, correct.
Request to see.
Okay, great. So this is what the logic we need, okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So now you can iterate it, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
For each loop.
Can you put it? Can you write there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So we can run it. Great.
Sir, actually here C is printing.
Yeah. Yeah, so comment it. Now run it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it. Good logic, good thing.
Yes, sir.
Put most of the logic here. Didn't need my help. That's a good thing. Okay, so that's okay about your coding skills. Let me come back here again to ask you
Yes, sir.
something. What is garbage collection in Java?
In garbage collection, there is a no method to destroy memory in Java as like other language, but we have opinion to that to nullify that address and make that object unclaimed. That's why in future garbage collector will destroy that object, but it is not guaranteed.
Okay. Which method is used for garbage collection?
So finalize method.
Yes.
That means a garbage collector also always call to finalize method of object class. Then garbage collector is used for purpose of cleaning activity. And once finalize method complete, then garbage collector immediately will destroy that object.
Yeah. So what is system.gc then?
So I don't know.
Okay. System.gc is for advising garbage collector. Okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me something about uh, try, catch, finally?
Yes, sir. It is exception handling blocks.
Yeah, tell me something about it.
Sir, try, catch, and finally block. Finally block is always executed. Try catch block is used for when exception is occurring try, then it goes to catch block, and the catch block is eligible to handle the exception. Then a program is running, then the otherwise program will get terminated.
Okay. How many catch you can write in a program? One try can have multiple catch or a single catch?
Yes, sir, but actually it is priority wise we can apply.
Yeah. So multiple catch we can have.
Yes, sir.
We can have multiple finally also.
No, sir. Finally, the single.
So what is the difference between final, finally, and finalize?
Finally, the keyword. Finalize is a method of object class, and finally is a block in exception handling.
Okay. 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 Uh, did you practice collection?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So in hash map, how to add elements?
Create object of hash map. Hash map, there is a two, we can give two data types, that is integer or string. Integer is a key and string is a values. And then
how to add
we can
element?
add element,
Yeah, so which method you need to use?
put method.
Very good, very good. And what is return type of put method?
uh, keys and values.
No, it's object. It's object.
Okay.
Okay, keys and value that you are inserting, but the return type of put is object. Okay. Yeah. So in array list, how to add elements?
Number of elements we can
Yeah. So which method is used for adding an elements?
add methods.
Very good. What is the return type of add method?
So it is object.
So it's a boolean. Okay.
Boolean.
So put method return type is object, but add method has return type of boolean. Okay. So remember that it's simple. But most of questions you already answered me. You know iterator and list iterator.
Sir, I don't know, but I am not.
So iterator and list iterator belongs to which topic in Java?
Collection.
Collection. Great. Yeah. So collection, uh, list and set are interfaces or class?
List and set are interfaces, and there is a class array list vector link list, and in set has set, linked has set, and tree set.
Great. And in map, which classes are there?
Hash map, hash table, linked hash map, and tree map.
Good. Good. Yeah. You know stack and queue.
No, sir.
You heard about it ever?
Stack means first in last out.
And queue?
No, sir, I don't know.
Okay, no problem. So prepare a little bit on these topics also. These are these topics. If you prepare, you can show little uniqueness in your interview. Okay, whenever interview asks, because ordinary questions everybody can answer, anybody can answer. Okay, but I would suggest you to go ahead with some complex questions also, complex
Okay, sir.
topics also, because those topics also need it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So just second. Just second.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So what is protected access specifier?
Protected access specifier can be applied to variable, method, and constructor, and we can access the specifier within package.
Sorry, I didn't hear you properly.
Protected access specifier is applied to variable, method, and constructor, and it can be accessed only within package and subclass of different package.
Okay, so always I would suggest you are saying very correctly, but whenever you are giving real interview anywhere, this is just a practice, and I know you are prepared very well.
Okay.
But a little bit, I can suggest you some improvements. Like if protected is been asked, you should see like which point of that answer is more having more priority.
Correct.
Like when protected is asked, like you should be saying first it's a access specifier. If members are protected, then that is second statement which you use. It can be accessed in a same package and in other package also if it is a subclass. And then you prioritize your statement with the let's say it can be applied to a variable, it can be applied to method, like that. These statements can be secondary.
Yes,
Okay, so always prioritize first what is interviewer is requiring. Okay, so doing that way. What is super keyword in Java?
Super is a keyword in Java. It is used to refer the superclass object, and super can be applied to constructor, variable, and method.
Okay, what is input output stream in Java? Why it is used?
Stream is nothing but sequence of pipe, and it used for making input output operation faster. That means it is equals to scanner class object.
Okay, so what is difference between input stream and output stream?
Input stream is used for reading operation, and output stream is used for writing operations.
Very good. Yeah. So file input stream and input stream. These are two classes, right? What is the difference between these two classes?
File input stream is used to read the file data, and input stream read the data from console
Okay.
or user defined data.
Yeah, but is there any other difference? Can you use input stream class directly? Can you create object of it?
Sir, it is
No, because
necessary
it
to
is
create.
abstract class. Okay, remember,
Okay.
it's abstract class, and input stream has subclasses like file input stream, then buffer input stream, and many more. Okay, like
Yes, sir.
audio input stream,
Yes,
zip
sir. I
file.
remember that abstract. I was streaming in abstract class.
Okay, okay. So you remember it. That's good. Okay, so coming to next questions. What is a runtime exception and compile time exceptions?
Runtime exception is arithmetic exception.
Hmm.
That means exception occur at runtime,
Mhm.
and syntax error is compile time exceptions.
Syntax error is compile time exception,
Yes, sir.
but exceptions occurs at runtime, right?
Yes, sir.
Then how syntax error? Syntax error happens at the compile time.
So program will automatically compile in Java JVM. That's why error is occur.
Okay, so I would have been in your place. How I would have answered this question? Should I tell you? Should I tell you how I will be answering this question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let's say you asked me like, what is runtime exception and compile time exception? I would be, giving this answer in a way. This interview will be visible to most of the people, most of our students and public audiences also. So this is my duty to guide you,
Okay,
and
sir.
they should follow this. Okay, not
Okay,
only
sir.
you. So I would be answering it like runtime exception and compile time exception are both exception types. Runtime exception also called as unchecked exception, and compile time exception is called as unchecked exception. Sorry, runtime exception are called as unchecked exception, and compile time exception are called as checked
Check
exception.
exception.
There are various examples of these exceptions, like null pointer exception will be a runtime exception, whereas file not found exception is compile time exception. Runtime exception are those exceptions which occurs uh, anyway at the runtime. That is correct, but compile time exceptions also occurs at the runtime. Uh, but if any method is throwing compile time exception, then caller will be getting error. Okay,
Okay.
that is what it is. Compile time exception means it asks you to check that exception and throw, either you can throw it or you can handle it. Whereas in
Okay, sir.
runtime exception, it doesn't happen in that way. Okay, even if you throw runtime exception, caller will not get any error. Okay, so this is a smoothness your answer should be having. It should be, very natural, descriptive, subjective, I would say.
Yes, sir.
Speak as much as possible, so that interviewer will get whole idea about the topic and your knowledge also. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so that you need to improve on. But this is just a small improvement that you can just brush the things up and you can come forward.
Okay, sir.
Now, two-dimensional array?
No, sir.
Yeah, one-dimensional array,
Yes.
Okay, why you didn't explore two-dimensional array? What would be your answer? Why you didn't get any chance to work on two-dimensional array? You know this term, right? Two-dimensional array.
No, sir. Actually, I have no idea about two-dimensional
Okay, you
array.
never heard it. You mean to say, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no problem. Then that's okay. Is it possible for you to reverse an array if I give a program?
Yes, sir.
You can do that?
Yes, sir.
Great. What is thread?
Every executable program is called as a thread.
Okay. Can you explain life cycle of thread?
No, sir.
No?
No, sir.
Okay. How to start a thread?
By calling run method.
By calling run method or by calling start method?
Sir, actually, start method.
Okay.
Start. If you write start method, then automatically call to the run method.
Good. 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 You know database?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you just, I'm giving you, like Just I'm giving you road and just walk on that road. It's very simple. You speak about SQL, whatever you know. Just talk.
In SQL, we can create tables that is consist of rows and columns.
Mm-hmm.
SQL is a structured query language.
Mm-hmm.
In table, we can add, remove, delete, alter, or various operations we can perform in table. That is, we can find the largest number in a particular column,
Mm-hmm.
and we can store the student data, employee data in that SQL.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What else you know in that? Yeah. So what else you know?
So actually, I'm not prepared for that topic.
Yeah, but anything I'm asking you, just I'm giving you blank check. You write whatever you want. So you just speak like anything if you know. What is DDL, DCL, DML? What is DDL?
These are the language, data manipulation language,
Mm-hmm.
DTL.
Yeah. Go ahead. Okay. What is primary key?
The values of parent table is called as primary key.
No, it's a column with
Okay.
not null and uniqueness will be there. Okay, then that is called
Okay,
as
sir.
a primary key. So SQL also you need to prepare very well.
Yes, sir.
Not I'll not say thoroughly, but at least some basics questions you need to be prepared, and these are very simple actually. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so you can go through that all the questions and then get clarity and then try to answer by yourself on that.
Okay, sir.
That SQL questions will always be there, because even if you want to become a developer or tester in future, these all things are very mandatory. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So did you ever fire any query on the SQL?
Yes, sir. But actually, SQL not installed in my PC
Okay.
because I was reformatting my OS.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. But see, whenever that question is been asked, you should be prepared for it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So find out alternatives to install it if it is not getting installed in your system, but you cannot say this to the interviewer, right?
No, sir. Actually, SST is
That's
given to replace. That's
that's
why I'm not
okay.
installed.
Okay. But what you do is correct. You are just a fresher, 2021 pass out. So
Yes, sir.
I'll not say that you have wrong preparation or something. You have answered most of the questions for me. I have uh, two, three more questions. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Which topic you like in core Java?
Sir, inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, mostly encapsulation.
Okay. What do you know in encapsulation?
We can make a variable as a private.
So this
That's
is the
why,
most favorite topic, you know, right?
yes, sir.
Only encapsulation, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So speak as much as possible on the encapsulation. I'll just hear. Okay.
Okay. First, encapsulation is a process in which binding of data into single entity. To achieve encapsulation, we can make private variables. Data members of that class is a private, and if we make a private variable, then user cannot send wrong value to that variables. And it is when user want to assign value to that variable, it is possible. That is method calling.
Okay. Speak something more because it's most favorite topic for you, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Give some example of it.
Encapsulation, sir, bank account balance.
Mhm.
So in bank, suppose our bank variable is declared as private, then everyone can see our balance amount. That's why we can make it private, and we can access by authentication, and mostly security is achieved in encapsulation
Okay.
by
Okay.
utilizing concept of encapsulation.
Which data types are there in Java?
Primitive data types and non-primitive data types.
Can we explain primitive data types? Which data types you know?
Int, byte, short, long, double, uh, float, boolean, char.
What is difference between byte, int, byte, short, int, and long?
Size of long is large and byte is 2 bytes, and short is also 2 bytes, and int also 4 bytes.
Then what is difference between just a little
Big,
complex question? What is the difference between byte and short then? Both have same size, right?
yes, sir.
Then is there any difference?
Mm,
Or it's same? Just
no, sir.
yeah. So
Actually, in byte we can store uh, 0 1 coding.
okay. If I ask you
Actually,
size of each data type, will you be able to tell me like how much space int is taking?
no, sir.
It's 4 bytes. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So whenever it has been asked, you should be prepared with the data types, with their size and their default values also. Okay. But
Sir, I
that's
can
good.
prepare for default values, but size is much longer numbers.
Yeah. So you don't need to remember size, right? For int 4 bytes, for float 4 bytes, like that. You don't need to remember that range. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Range is not expected to an interviewer because even interviewer might not be knowing it. Okay. So don't worry about that. Okay. So what is object?
Object is a basic unit of Java, OPS, and it is used to interact with methods.
What is class?
Class is a user-defined prototypes from which objects are created, and it includes properties and methods.
Okay. Do you know any inbuilt classes in Java?
Maths class, abstract class,
Math class and
abstract class.
abstract is the name of class you are saying?
So actually,
No, inbuilt
I'm
class
not
means
aware
Java
of the
has
name
made
class.
those classes. You said very correctly. Math is an inbuilt class. Like that, any other class you know?
String class, sir.
String class,
String
any other
class.
class?
Concrete class.
Which one?
Concrete class.
Concrete class.
Uh-huh.
So concrete is the name of class. String system. System is a class or what?
Yes, sir. System
File
is
input
class.
stream. You just now in interview itself you
Scanner class, sir.
yeah, scanner class and file input stream. You already know it. Okay, so recall them. Keep in mind like what questions interview asking, because most of the questions are like another question is depend on the first question. Okay,
Yes, sir.
that happens. So don't forget what has been asked.
Yes, sir.
You might have observed when you spoke about vector, you spoke about thread safety. Next question was what is thread safety, right?
Thread safety. Yes, sir.
So navigate your interviewer according to you,
Okay,
and
sir.
interviewer will always like that candidate is navigating him.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
you pitch, you speak those words which you know very perfectly, so that interviewer will be automatically asking. That happens. Okay, knowingly or unknowingly, every interviewer is asking those questions which are based on your answers. Okay,
Okay, sir.
yeah. So be prepared on that. That's good. Now, this is the last question. Uh, what is difference between global variable and local variables?
Global variables are declared outside the methods, and local variable are declared inside the method, and its scope is within the method. That means it can be used within method, and global variables are used everywhere,
Everywhere means what?
outside the class, inside the class.
Okay, they are defined outside of the method, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so one more thing I want to ask, because you answered this last question, so I want to end this interview with the question where you will not answer. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so give me your system now. Can you share?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll ask you simple questions and I'll end this interview as soon as you stop giving answers. Okay, so
Okay,
go
sir.
ahead. Okay, so this is your system. Yeah, so I'm writing here something. Simple
Okay, sir.
questions I'll ask. I want you to swap these two numbers without any temporary variable. Is it possible for you?
No, sir.
with temporary variable?
Yes, sir. Possible is it?
Oh, sorry. Now your system is straight.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you try to swap these two numbers with temporary variable. Okay, just do here. Good. Okay, so simple. So prepare with the without temporary variable also. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so that would be good. Next, can you write a logic? It's again more simple question to find out largest number.
Yes, sir.
Wait. Something. You don't have any rights to change my code. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so you play with my code and just arrange yourself in that way. Go ahead. You write here your code.
Yes, sir. 1 minute.
Always do control space.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me test it whether you wrote correctly or not. If I give
Sir.
this 60, good. That's good. How to format a code?
Sir, don't know.
These are not correct alignments, right?
Yes, sir.
So always do Control Shift F. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, and I'll ask you a little tough question now so that you will not answer. This is my expectation, but if you
Okay,
answer,
sir.
that's well and good. I want another array without duplicates. Can you do that? There are duplicates in this array, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So can you try?
Yes, sir. Can I try?
Yes. You can always try.
Sir, only duplicate numbers are printed here.
No, 9 is printed, 9 is not duplicate.
Yes, sir.
Think about it. First, build logic in mind, okay?
Okay, sir.
Like you want to find duplicates means what should have happened? Like first index, you will be comparing with second index. Okay, so how to make second index and all. Okay, thing like that. Here you are comparing same thing, right? It will be always same.
Yes, sir.
So you are comparing two with two, right? Use debugging as much as possible. You might have done this, might not be correct, but at least you are comparing first
I
index
plus
with
one.
second index like that. Okay,
Okay, sir.
and then second with third like that. It will go on. But I'm not saying this is correct or something. So put like that logic, and be
Okay,
ready
sir.
for uh, any tricky questions also. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
anyway, uh, I finished from my side, but wanted to give you feedback. As everyone is seeing this, uh, keep your questions steady that you already have, like some set of questions that you have prepared from core Java. That shows your understanding to a study, and I would encourage you to go beyond the questions which you know, the topics which you learned. Go beyond means explore like stack, queue, or like that logic, duplicate, remove, and all. See, there is always something other than what you know. Okay, so try
Okay, sir.
exploring those things. Give yourself answers. Try in front of mirror, asking yourself questions and giving answers, and try always exploring new things. Okay, because what you know is, you know, reading again and again same thing will not make something fruitful thing. Okay, always try to prepare something good. Every day you should have collection of 5 questions which are new. Okay, so let's
Okay,
say
sir.
even if you prepare for 10 days, you'll have 50 questions, right?
Okay, sir.
So
Yes.
keep target of that, and then you can easily crack an interview. But overall feedback which I got from you is what you do is best. Okay, you have prepared very well. Even if I ask you logical questions, I can put you have confidence in your coding skill also. That is good. And one more feedback I want to give here: don't say no to anything. If it has been asked, don't expose yourself to an interviewer that no, I don't know this. No, don't be a shy girl like no, 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 I'm not gonna do this. No, what somebody will be saying. Always try, give a try.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
And from today, you promise me that you will be at least increasing your database of 5 questions.
Yes, sir.
Daily increase 5 questions. Database section you need to prepare on. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And what you
Definitely, I
speak
will
is
try.
really good, because many freshers I saw in interviews, they don't even speak one word answers, and most of the rejections companies are doing just because they answer in one word or one statement. Because when you are fresher, I'm not I'm from some company, and if I'm taking your interview, it doesn't matter to me how technically you are sound. So sound, you should be average, but your communication should be good, and you are communicating very well. So you'll
Okay,
get
sir.
a positive point in any interview you will be facing in future, because people not able to even speak, and they won't try. And it's not difficult thing to do. People should try. Okay, they should speak something. I asked you about encapsulation, you really spoke good statements about it. Then I asked about garbage collection, you spoke on that topic also. Then map, all that things. Okay, but small things like what is the written type of add method, if I ask, you should be catching that as well.
Yes, sir.
Then that, the glass is full of water, and
Yes,
now
sir.
you're showing little, still pani baki hai abhi usme, theek hai. So
Yes,
I
sir.
would say go ahead with the more preparations. But
Yes, sir.
overall,
Definitely.
if I measure you across the scale of 1 to 10, I will be giving more than 8. Okay, so you're good.
Okay, sir.
That's not a problem. Okay, okay. So
Okay, sir.
okay, Nishiganda, thank you for your sorry,
Thank
not
you, sir.
Nishiganda, it's Indraini. Okay,
Yes.
and thank you for your time. Okay, so do you find this interview useful?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that after this interview you can at least prepare well, or you know where you
Yes,
are
sir. Definitely.
yeah, so
Because my first day I follow your instruction.
okay. Okay. So no problem. So go ahead with the preparation again. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. So this was one of the interview which I took. Uh, good candidate was it, this, and she tried to answer everything. And for every uh, fresher candidate, 2020 pass out, 2021 pass out, those who are getting passed out in 2022, now uh, companies want people. In my interview, my institute itself, there are multiple companies are coming in to hire people. But the only lacking point most of the freshers have, they are not serious about study. They are not preparing that well that is expected. Indrayani gave answers on most of the questions. Those are really good answers. But same thing I want from all the mock interviews which I'm taking. That is expectation actually. Every interviewer have. And if logic is been asked, you should be prepared on that pattern questions like star pattern or like finding duplicates in an array, removing duplicates from the array. So play with the logic and always try to speak more and more statements about any topic if it is being asked, and prepare some favorite, 2 or 4 topics of Java that should be favorite to you. Okay, so that you can speak as much as possible, like string buffer, string builder, like that. Speak, go on speaking on that. So hope guys, this interview was helpful to you all. You'll be preparing as advices given by me. If you feel this is really useful, share this interview with as much as freshers possible, because this is a purely fresher interview. Okay, this is just passed out student or about to pass. So let everybody prepare your friends. Okay, so share as much as possible, like it if you really understood and like this interview. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.